just had a great gym session, and it's beautiful outside, and I think it's a perfect time to talk about how great Milwaukee's going to be this summer. With things going back to normal from the pandemic and just things opening up, fans being allowed at sports games, Milwaukee's primed for a great summer with Summerfest coming back, the Bucks and Brewers playing and allowing fans. Michelle and I have already been to a Brewers game. We want to go down by the Bucks Stadium too for the playoffs because it's really fun down there. In general, Milwaukee summers are just really fun. The winters, not so much obviously because it's so cold and miserable and snowy, but the summers are delightful. It's right on the lake.
In addition to what Jake was saying about the lake, sometimes they'll host like free movies at dusk, or they have, what do they have over there too? They have the shop, is it the hot air balloon? No, kites, the kite shop. And then Bradford Beach is down there too. We haven't checked that out, but we will. There's
also really cool areas like Brady Street, which has a bunch of restaurants and bars and is really popping. It was popping last summer too, but I feel like it's going to be even more so this summer because things are just going to be more open. They're going to be able to allow more people. Another great area is the 3rd Ward, which has a bunch of shops. It's more upscale though, so we don't go there quite as much. They have the public market. We got brats from there once and they were really good brats.
Sometimes it's worth it, to buy like local, like high quality things, and that was one of those. I want Jake and I to have to go buy some fish at the fish stand. I'm sure it's really good.
And speaking of brats, we'll also be grilling a ton this summer because it's so fun to do. It tastes amazing.
And we get to spend time together. So one part of Milwaukee that we haven't checked out that much since arriving has been Bayview. And it's not far at all, but there's a ton of great, there's a lot of culture in Bayview and a lot of really great restaurants. So this is like a hint to Jacob, like for our next date night.
A little outside of Milwaukee too, I want to go back to Bassey Farms, which we went there for the pumpkin season in October. We picked pumpkins. They also had a jumping pillow. And I had a video, which I'll link in the description, but in the summer, they have strawberry picking, and we love strawberries. We love fresh fruit, and we love the jumping pillow especially, but also all the other activities they had. I think it would be really fun to check out a winery in Wisconsin too. There's some that are outside of Milwaukee a little bit, but that's another thing outside of Milwaukee I want to check that's near Milwaukee. Back in Milwaukee, we're going to check out a bunch of activities this summer, such as kayaking on the Milwaukee River, which we've wanted to do since last summer, since we got into kayaking. It just looks like a great time, like I've said in multiple videos. There'll also be tons of things and activities that pop up kind of more spontaneously throughout the summer that maybe we haven't heard of yet. After coming out of winter and the miserableness of it, the sun is just a shining beacon of hope, and it just feels so good on the body and mind.
Yeah, like Jake was saying, the sun is fantastic, and I feel like people from Wisconsin just react to warm weather in a completely different way. Like, everyone is just so much more happier, more hopeful. We don't get a lot of sun most of the year, I would say, but the summer is a decent time for that, and it feels so good on the mind and the body and the soul. So overall, a great thing.
And lastly, I'm just excited to take walks outside and enjoy those walks, which will be relaxing because it won't be work or cold.